Jimmy G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the TCU Horned Frogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Horned Frogs head coach before the game. This is obviously a huge matchup. With the 5-game winning streak on the line, they understand that they are facing one of the best teams in the country. A top 25 matchup. He's been warning his team all week at practice. Do not take them lightly. They want to be 1-0 after this week and keep the streak alive. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Horned Frogs ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Takes the handoff. It's Morrow. On the move is the 30. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. That's a first down for the offense. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Motion from the wideout. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Got some green grass. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Some misdirection with the counter. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Powers inside. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
JKS. Left side, it's Morrow. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Burrowing for yardage. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Out wide left, it's Smith. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And the point after is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. Offense in a bunch formation. Straight ahead, it's Payne. Nowhere to go.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They want to run this quarterback. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The keeper on the option. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing Sangapolitelli. And to get rid of it quickly. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Using his legs, it's Payne. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Right side, it's Payne. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Running inside, it's Payne. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Making the adjustment. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Turns it upfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Left side is Small. Touchdown, Horned Frog! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. so they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 48, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Turning it on! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Quarterback keeps it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Second and long here. Jaron Keave-Sungapolatelli fires to the wideout, and he almost had a pick.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Morrow. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. He's at the 10. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy.
Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds his big tight end. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Songapolatelli. Tight end finds a soft spot. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. He'll set up to throw. Out wide left, it's Morrow. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
He's brought down at the 28. Good enough for a first down.
And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Right side, it's Smith. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up the fear. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. JKS. Moving out to the right. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Oklahoma State.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 16 set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run him again. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Plows his way ahead. Breaks the tackle. He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing Sangapolatelli. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Jaron Kiave Sangapolatelli unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Cowboys will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, it's Payne. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Wildcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback changing the play. Second down to the air. Left side is Payne. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Calls his own number. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Wants to throw on first. Out wide right, it's Payne. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. And after that last field goal, they start this 3rd quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. They'll run the screen. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Songo Povatelli looking to the big tight end. Caught, it's Johnson. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Out wide left, it's Smith. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hits inside, it's Morrow. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Songo Povatelli from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Johnson. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Running inside the 20. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. On the return, it's Ezukama. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Sells the run, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Finds the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Keep. Warrior.
Give to the running back. Enough to move the chains. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. He's changing the play. Second down, going to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it.
I love when you back the defense off of it. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Trying to run, it's Payne. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The short hands, it's Morrow. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Taken down. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. JKS throws to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Touchdown, TCU! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Look out! Gets rid of it.
Ball was incomplete, and I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throwing Sangapolvatelli. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Touchdown, TCU! Makes the grab in the corner. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Jaron Kiave Sangapolvatelli. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And the Cowboys are flying down the field. Snapped it in the shotgun. Caught by Cole. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Looking for room at the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Trying to move them on the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Second down, going to throw it. Looking down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. There he goes. At the 30. Past the 10. In with the pick 6. Touchdown, Cowboys. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Sees an alley. Maybe some room here. Inside the touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Oh, I'm ready, though.
Here. Songo Politelli. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab.
One of the things I like about this tight end is he's a target vertically down the field. That was a post route that time, and if you want to try to cover him with a linebacker, probably not going to be fast enough. You want to cover him with a safety, probably not going to be big enough. That's the matchup nightmare this guy can be, and his quarterback well aware of it on that throw.
And this game's starting to take away from this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back.
Oh.
And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. Again, it's Songo Bolatelli. Fires to the middle.
Oh, come on, man.
Dangerous throw on that one.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Send the tight end in motion.
A little sunlight.
From the gun on 3rd
Cross
down,
manage,
Songo Bolatelli. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Turning it on. He steps out,
man.
But not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And the punishment has been extended.
Ran for 200 on this bum-ass nigga.
That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. That will put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. JKS. Left side is Morrow. Quick step and go. Makes a grab and room to run. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Comes down, it's Summers. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, one team then dropped off.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Tomorrow I'm be going though, because
Throwing Songo Bolatelli. Can't
I should have in the morning. I ain't be going all day.
a little too much.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line.
Well, give me a touchback real quick.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just
Damn.
where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it.
I ain't seen it, bitch.
It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they take it in for
Come here, slide out.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Jaron Chiave Sangapovatelli. And they're not on the same page there.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
What is wrong with you, dog?
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it right down the field. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Yeah, I feel 99, let me know. I mean, I'm about 301. Yeah.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Sangapovatelli. Quickly to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Where's Snake come from?
After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Line gets set, first down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I pushed the wrong one.
JKS. Coleman's
No,
got
it's
it
another
on
day.
the right
Let's do the
side.
team.
They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.
Yeah, he shot me too. He shot me too.
This nigga Bo retarded. Look at that. Looking for